6 sign, it is okay.
Okay.
But at 6 sign, when it will come in 6, okay, it
Correct. Correct.
means now the position of Jupiter, Saturn, Moon, Sun, they are all fixed. It means
Yes.
the date of marriage is 8th of July 1992. Time we have to fix, and that we can only fix when we fix the ascendant.
Understood.
Okay. Now look
Understood, sir.
here. Now look here now. Saturn here will be acting from this sign.
Hmm.
Okay.
In Capricorn, yes.
Jupiter is aspecting Saturn.
Yes.
Necessary condition is okay. Satisfied.
Because it is retro, it is aspecting Jupiter. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is fine.
Yes, yes.
Second point, Ketu is no longer ruling the ascendant.
Yes.
It has shifted to the next sign.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will allow the event to happen. Now the only thing is we have to fix the time.
So, but Ketu has gone into the 11th house.
Not in the 11th house, in the 12th house.
Okay, house. Okay, understood.
Ketu is in 12th house.
11th bhav mein hai, sir. But it's okay.
No, 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 no. We have to take it over here because we are talking about the
Ketu is
transit
in
in the Rashi
Gemini
chart.
sign.
Acha, we are seeing
Gemini
only the
sign.
chart.
Ketu is in Gemini sign.
We are talking about transit. Nah,
Only
transit has
transit.
to be taken in the
Yeah, yeah.
natal chart in
See,
the
only
Rashi
Rashi.
chart.
Only Rashi chart.
Only Rashi chart. We have to focus on the 92 and the marriage will not happen before 13 hours 22 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
From 8 to 10th. Now, what is the time of marriage? Is it evening? Is it ninth or is it 10th? Is all what you have to find out by fixing the ascendant. And this is the exercise for the next class. And then we will discuss for the same chart. We are going to discuss that when he is going to have the first child.
Children. Okay, sir.
8th of July 1992. Okay, I am not declaring the time. It can be any time. It can be 6 o'clock, it can be 8 o'clock, it can be 10 o'clock, it can be 12 o'clock. Maybe it is 2:30 to 4:30 on 9th of July, right? Now your questions. Any doubts which you have, you can discuss with me.
Sir, for
Sir, I
planets
have one
aspecting
doubt, sir.
Hanji?
other planets, we have to go out of cuspal, na sir?
Yes, yes. वो तो मैं see, I have discussed it on the basis of Cuspal also.
Okay, okay, sir.
I have focused on Cuspal also, but I have given you some other ways, some other ideas to
Okay,
get
okay,
to the
sir.
answers. I have
Okay,
I have discussed it this chart strictly uh, with the Cuspal theory, as per
okay,
the
sir.
Cuspal theory. But at the same time, I'm giving you an idea that how you can, adjust the transit of Saturn, Jupiter, Moon, Sun, how you need to adjust that because
And
these
sir, okay, okay,
because these points are not given in the Cuspal interlink theory.
okay, okay, sir. And
Right?
when we decide the Soshma and planet, then we need not go to the Jupiter period, sir, that
No,
1
no,
year.
no. Oh, we have already fixed that. Now
Okay.
Jupiter may go to any position. We are not bothered.
No, that's why I'm asking. Jupiter,
Once,
in
once,
Jupiter we did
once,
not bother.
once you fix Saturn and Jupiter, after that, when you have to fix Sukshma and Prana, Jupiter may change its position. Doesn't make any difference at all. Now,
Okay,
suppose here one question which was asked was that Jupiter is transiting in fifth sign. Lord of fifth sign is Sun. Sun is not allowing the event to happen, right?
sir.
I said that even then it is okay. Why it is okay? Now you look at the transit of Jupiter. Jupiter is transiting in sign of Sun. I focus upon the star in which it is transiting. Venus star, strong significator of marriage. Moon sub, strong significator of marriage. And again Venus sub, strong significator of marriage.
Okay, sir.
Now look here. Look at the transit of Sun. Look at the transit of Sun. Sun is transiting in Mercury sign, strong significator of marriage. It is transiting in Jupiter star, not a strong significator of marriage.
Weak.
Weak, very weak. But it is transiting in sub of Saturn, and sub of Venus, which are strong significators of marriage. Now, what happens is once you fix the sign for the transit, the suitable sign for the transit of the sun, then it stays in the same star for 13 days. You cannot change it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you cannot change it. So then, in such
Sir,
cases, in such cases, you have to leave this point and you have to focus upon the sub and the sub lord. And you have to see that whether other planets are strongly supporting the event of marriage or not. So Jupiter was very, very weak. Why it was weak? If you remember, Jupiter never said no to the marriage. Look
Yes.
here. Jupiter is appearing in the sub of Sun, which means that if the marriage is taking place in the if the marriage is taking place during the Jupiter period, if it acts as a Sukshma or if it acts as a Prana, then there is every likelihood that the parties may separate.
Promise will be there, but there will be divorce also there.
There is possibly divorce नहीं
The
होगा
possibility.
इनका divorce
हाँ,
नहीं होगा because 1 नहीं है 6 है 2 and 6
okay.
है 12 नहीं है
Okay, sir. Okay.
1 6 and 12 are important for divorce. So here you have only 2 and 6. 2 and
Okay.
6 are negative to the seventh house. It means there is always a fight between the husband and wife.
Okay, sir.
They will keep on fighting. And look here how strong the Jupiter is. 5 and 11, then it is 5 7 11. Along with 1 6, 10 and 12.
Okay, sir.
So we can say like that. So Jupiter transit of Sun in Jupiter, which is giving a promise of marriage. That is why the transit of Sun in Jupiter, that is okay, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
sir,
uh,
I have a one doubt, sir.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
The Saturn transit consider only death event rules, no, sir, in KCIL.
Yes, for the event of death, we focus on Saturn. Transit of Saturn also, Jupiter also. Both we have to take into account. Rahu also we have to take into account in case of death.
प्रीवियस क्लास में नहीं लिया ना सैटर्न को.
हाँ
प्रीवियस क्लास में सैटर्न ट्रांसिट नहीं लिया ना सर.
कब when डेथ के केस में तो लेना पड़ेगा ना when you are talking the
डेथ में लिया सर. डेथ में लिया, जनरल में नहीं लिया ना सर.
जनरल में नहीं लेना. But here I am also taking into consideration the transit of Saturn, na?
सर
See, unless and until Saturn allows the event to happen and Jupiter aspects Saturn, the event is not going to happen. Take it for granted.
Is this rule for KCL?
This is rule. This is a rule, a general rule.
This is
Without fixing the transit of Saturn and without the aspect of Jupiter on Saturn, the event is not going to fructify. Whether it is childbirth, or it is purchase of house, or it is
marriage.
marriage, any event you talk about, even if it is death, unless and until they are posted together or they aspect each other, they are in conjunction, the event will not fructify.
Sir, why do you go for Saturn, sir? This is for 2.5 years. This is
Yeah,
Jupiter.
2.5 years,
Jupiter,
that is why we have to fix Saturn.
Jupiter is the reasonable. That is the one per particular year.
Only on the basis of Jupiter you can't do it, na? Jupiter changes each sign by 1 year.
हाँ, that is what.
Saturn 2 साइंस में 5 5 years में मूव करेगा. जुपिटर 5 साइंस में मूव कर जाएगा. Till you fix the position of Saturn. Now again, I have repeated a number of times that the primary house for any event has to be either aspected by the uh, the Saturn, or the Saturn has to be posted in the same house, or the Saturn, somehow is related to the Lord of that house. Till this happens, the event will not fructify. The event will not fructify.
Blessings of Saturn and Jupiter is very important, I think.
Very, very important.
Sir, can we sum it up in a way that if Saturn and Moon are connected, that should be avoided,
That is for
and
marriage. That is for marriage.
that is for marriage,
Number
and
one. If it is for childbirth, we will say it will delay the birth of child.
delay the this. I
Yes.
understood, sir.
Yes.
The next consideration for seeing the transit of Moon is it should be transiting in the star of the strong significator.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
sir.
Correct.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Correct.
Sir, by this logic,
Now,
Jupiter will
another point which you should add is that our first priority for the transit of Moon and Sun is that we will have to focus upon the planets which are posited in the event giving houses.
absolutely, sir.
So
Absolutely.
the so
Yeah,
the so the so the first point is that they have to transit in these particular signs.
co-ruler houses.
So yeah, co-ruler, the planets which are posited, which are virtual sub-sublords of the event giving houses.
Yes,
If
yes.
there is no planet, then we have to look into the planets which are placed in a star which is a strong significator of the event.
Got it.
That particular position will be the best position for the transit of. Okay.
Exception is only Saturn and Moon.
Moon, yes, yes, very true.
Understood.
You call it as Vishyo, it's given by Vedic people as Vishyo.
Yeah.
In KP people they say Punarvuyo.
Sir,
Cuspal people don't talk about this, but at the same time they take into consideration this point. The
sir,
Saturn Moon aspecting each other
can
will delay the event. Yes.
sir, can I add a small thing, sir?
हाँ पूछिए please carry.
Though it is said Punarfu, because
Yes.
in Tamil language certain letters are not there. It is
हाँ
called Punarbhava.
maybe
Matlab, something which repeats,
yes
something which will not happen first time, which will
yes
happen again. It is
yes
Punarbhava Yoga.
okay okay
Sir, my small doubt when
जी
through
जी
this customer system when a BTR is correctly okay, and we
हाँ
can able to find the date of marriage, but
हाँ हाँ
in other means we will able to know the date of marriage, but
we
in
can know
other
it.
yeah, but in other
You see, look
system,
here. What is the
sir,
problem? What is the problem? I have followed your question. What is the
sir,
problem is here, what we are doing is in cuspal theory, when you are rectifying the birth time, then
sir,
you are fixing the positions of the sub-sublords for the various cusps.
sir,
And they play a very important role as far as this sub-sub theory is concerned.
sir,
Okay, now if we are not doing it, if we are not rectifying the birth time, if we are taking whatever time that is given, then the sub-sublords which we are, taking may not be the same. And
sir,
if we are not taking it the same, we can only fix Dasha, Bhukti and Antara. We will
sir,
not talk about Sukshma and Prana.
sir,
Because Sukshma and Prana has to be purely fixed upon
because
the
sir,
sub-sublord. Sub-sublord is of prime importance when you are fixing Sukshma and Prana. If you are
okay,
not having the exact time of birth, I can fix the event up to the Antara Lord
okay, sir.
without any problems.
And sir, my doubt
By
is when
say,
we
by
when
same method what I have discussed with your class.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. No,
Right?
sir, my doubt is when we able to predict exact date
Mm-hmm.
through the thorough analysis in
Mm-hmm.
other systems, why there are advising to do this pujas and shantis and graha pujas to get the marriage?
I don't know because I don't know why it is so. Cuspal theory does not follow into all these rules.
Sir, yeah.
You see, what is the basic thing is that what is destined to happen will always happen.
Yes, sir,
You can't avoid it. Now,
yes, sir.
doing this puja and doing donations and doing all these things is making yourself positive.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And you know that
Mhm.
the we have to be positive to get the positive results.
Yes, sir.
So this is only way to make yourself positive. Nothing else.
Correct. Right,
Nothing
sir.
else.
Right, sir. Right,
Nothing
sir.
else. Now, suppose if by doing all these pujas and by all this, a man can become rich, then every person on this earth would have been rich, which is
Correct.
not possible. Not possible. It's a way to get positive. That's all. That is what I feel. It's my personal
Yes, sir.
thinking. I don't know, people are of different opinion, but I am of the opinion that whatever is destined to happen will happen.
Correct, sir.
If you make yourself positive, then what you can do is you can delay the things to happen. That is the only thing what you can do. Nothing else. Nothing
Okay,
else.
sir. Okay, sir.
Right? Any more questions, please?
Sir, anyhow, we must improve our skill in selection of fruitful signatures. That is
Huh.
important.
Uh-huh. See, you have to follow the rules in the same manner what I am doing. And if you try following the rules, today many of you have made predictions. They were very close to the exact answer, right? Nobody predicted. Only two, three people predicted before 90. Everybody predicted after 90. So that is one part which is okay. Second part is also the prediction has been made December 1992, or it is I suppose
I came
Sept-
up to August or September 92, sir. Yeah.
September 92. So that is okay. That is okay. Because you are not aware of the rules which I have
No,
discussed
sir.
today.
Yeah, transit
Ha,
we have not learned as of now.
ha,
Yeah.
ha. So you are not aware. That is why you did
Confused at
not come to
Saturn.
the. You did
I
not.
got confused at Saturn.
Ha, 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 ha. हो जाता है. It happens like that. You have to keep on practicing. I'll keep on giving you charts. The more you work, the better you are, because you will find so
Okay,
many
sir.
things. The
Okay,
other
sir.
day I remember मधु जी हैं बैठे हुए, मधु तोता जी.
Yes, yes, Madhu.
He has left, sir.
Is he
Sir.
there in the class?
Sir. Hi.
Sir.
Yeah.
Present room,
Madhu
sir.
ji, Madhu.
Sir.
He asked me a question last time that there are cases in which a planet is present in a house 12 to its house, yet the event is taking place. This is one such example.
No, sir. No, sir. I still persist on the same rule, sir.
Okay, okay.
Because of the
That's
double
fine.
because of the double transit only, Saturn has
Huh.
to be moved to the next sign only.
Yes, yes, yes. Correct. So that is another way to say. That is another way to put it. Any more questions, please, in your class? Any questions? Any doubt? Anything that's not clear? So now your ex.
Saturn
Now,
star and sub also not strong, na, sir.
huh?
In the transit, Saturn star and sub both are
Saturn,
very both
Saturn
are,
is in Maya. They are not strong.
mm,
They are not strong.
yes.
You look here.
Slow
Saturn
moving
is
for slow moving planets, sub also
Saturn.
has to be
Sat.
strong, na, sir.
That is why we are not focusing on Saturn. We are simply focusing upon the position of Saturn. That's all.
Mm.
Nothing beyond
On,
that.
on that basis, we can say KCL fails on that rule.
No, we can't say like that कि KCL fails. The question is because KCL never takes into consideration these points. KCL says that the position of Saturn has to be fixed in a way that it allows the event to happen. Since it stays in a sign for 2.5 years, so you have to fix the sign. And once you fix the sign, and the basic rule for fixing the sign, what I have gathered by my studies is that Saturn has to get linked to that particular house for which event we are discussing the chart. If we are talking about marriage, then Saturn somehow has to be linked to the seventh house or the seventh lord. Saturn itself is seventh lord, posited in the seventh house. Now Saturn in the Lagan would have been equally good. Seventh in the fifth house would also have equally been good. Okay, and Saturn in the tenth house also would have equally been good. So the position of Saturn to cause the event of marriage is 10th house position is okay. Number one. Lagan position is okay, right? Then fifth house position is okay, and Saturn posted in seventh house, it is okay. So four positions very important. It is 4, 8, 1, and 10.
Saturn did not give the result on Sagittarius because it sixth house from the ascendant,
Yes,
not because of it is in Sagittarius.
yes. Sixth house maybe you can say like that, and it is 12th to its own sign, so you can also say like that. Whenever Saturn will transit in a
Sir,
sign 12 to its sign, it will not allow the event to happen. Event will not fructify. हाँ जी बोलिए.
Sir, is it rectified chart, sir?
Huh?
Sir, is it rectified? First time is rectified or not?
This
Astro?
chart, this is rectified,
Yes, sir.
but the exact timings
Sir,
are
is it so?
slightly different.
No, sir. It's a 117 rule.
Huh?
1710 rule is not passed, sir.
One seven
1710 rule.
1710 rule. Actually, there is some change in this second sign. That is why 1710 has not passed. By mistake, I have written this time 25 seconds. In fact, it is not 25 seconds. Okay, it was my
Sir.
mistake. While giving you the chart details, I put it as 25. It is not 25.
So what is the correct answer?
I think I'll have to look into the chart. I'll have to look into the chart which is given.
Okay, sir.
Which is given. I'll just check it out, and I'll post the time, the exact time. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Right. Any more questions, please?